teacher for today. In this lesson, I will discuss about separating homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures. But first, let's have a review question. What is a homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture? That's correct! A homogeneous mixture is where the particles are evenly distributed throughout the mixture, while the heterogeneous mixture is where you can see the components in the mixture. Now let's dive into our lesson. The first method in separating homogeneous mixture is evaporation. In some coastal areas, salt is collected from seawater by letting the water evaporate. Large trays are filled with seawater, and by leaving them under the sun, the seawater will evaporate and salt will be left in the trays. The second method is centrifugation. Heating sugarcane juice in order to remove water does not give you white sugar, but thick brown molasses. These molasses will have to be placed in a machine to be centrifuged or spun rapidly until only the brown crystals are left behind. The third method is distillation. The process involved in distillation are evaporation and condensation. During boiling, alcohol evaporates. The alcohol gas goes through a long pipe and then into a smaller tube where it is cooled with running cold water. The alcohol then condenses and drips into a collecting vessel. The last method is rectification. And the process for separating mixed gases is called rectification. In order to do this, air is turned into liquid first. The resulting liquid is then heated. Each component of the liquefied air evaporates and turns into gas at different temperatures. Now we're done with separating homogeneous mixtures. Let's move on to separating heterogeneous mixtures. The first method in separating heterogeneous mixtures is winnowing. In winnowing, rice grains are tossed in front of a fan. The wind blows off the lighter pieces of hull and dirt while the grains fall straight into the containers. Next method is panning. Gold panning is done by choosing a part of the river where gold is most likely present. Gravel from the river is scooped up through a pan with little water. The pan is gently swirled until the heavier materials sink to the bottom. The lighter materials are spilled out. The settled material is sifted for tiny pieces of gold. The third method is decantation. A way of separating immiscible liquids is by using a separatory funnel. If the valve at the bottom is open, the water drops by gravity, leaving the oil behind. The next method is using strainers and filters. Brewed leaves are separated from the liquid tea using a strainer. Tea leaves are now packed in strainer-like tea bags so the leaves can be brewed without mixing with the liquid. The last method is using magnets. Magnets can separate certain metals from a mixture. Metals are separated using strong electromagnets. That's it for our lesson. I hope you learned something new. I look forward to our next lesson. This has been your science teacher, Mia Marie. Goodbye!